your stuff to you too, Mojo. I'm ready to deliver your essential oils and anything else that you might need. All right, my beautiful people, man. It's ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of New Black Wall Street. We get the show here going on the road in just a second. Want to make you aware of a couple of opportunities that you have to be a part of this Black. Of course, I am the founder of New Black Wall Street, where we have created an investment club. We're working on investment club number 2, which will start in January. We also have a movement called the Black Wealth Builders Movement, where we bring information to our community on how they can actually build wealth through strategy. We have 2 opportunities coming up soon. Next Tuesday, that's right. If you're having some credit issues, next Tuesday, we're going to teach you how to fix your own credit. That's right, how to fix your own credit. Now, I know there's plenty of stuff that's out there. Oh, you ready? I got you. Got you, man. So join us on Tuesday. Next Tuesday. On Tuesday coming up, we have a class on how to get into the smell good business for under $100. On Thursday coming up, we have a class on how to fix your own credit, and then on November 14th, we have a webinar on the power of life insurance. Okay, so those are 3 different opportunities that are coming up. Number 1, on Tuesday coming up, we have the class how to get into the smell good business for under $100. It's $5 now. You can't invest $5 into yourself to get information on how you can actually double and make your money fold over. Then you're just not ready to start getting to the world of profit. You just might need to stay in the world of wages. Okay, profits is better than wages. On Thursday of this next week, we're going to have a class on how to fix your own credit. That's going to be $10. $10. So I'm providing education with not just information, with how-tos, right? That's what I pride myself on, how to, showing you what to do to fix your very own problem. See, I've been called to help Black folks help themselves. And so that's just what we're going to do. Pardon me if you're not Black, but I just love my people. I want to help my people win with money. So I've been called to help us help ourselves instead of trying to get everybody else to help us when we're not helping ourselves. Let's focus on the things that we can control, and everything else will take care of itself. Also, in case you guys don't know, I am the author of a book, The Black Billionaires Club. This is the book of billionaires in the world today. If you want to be wealthy, you want to learn from wealthy people. These are the 12 wealthiest Black people in the world today. And you can find out how they built their wealth. Now, here's a cool thing. You get the book. It's $25, right? You order the book. You're going to get a free class on how to Bitcoin. So I am pretty proficient with this thing called Bitcoin. This asset that's helping people to build wealth, which I believe is the greatest wealth transfer of our lifetime. And too many Black folk are too scared with their money. And I want to tell you that if you want some type of reward, you're going to have to put your money at risk. Let me say that again. If you want some type of reward, you're going to have to put your money at risk somewhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be crypto, it have to be Bitcoin. But you got to choose for yourself what asset, where you want to begin to invest, learn to invest. I had a guy talk to me earlier. He was asking all these questions. I said, that's not the asset for you. You need to stick with something tangible. You need to stick with something you can see. Maybe you need to go learn real estate or whatever. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that you have to do Bitcoin. I teach Bitcoin. I teach stocks. I do have people that are connected to me that's part of our team that teaches Forex, real estate, business. I teach entrepreneurship as well. Any of those that you can take advantage of. But we need to get into what we need to get into tonight. So I'm gonna put these links down. I'm on my Facebook page. I'm gonna put these links. If you somewhere else and you want to get this information, make sure you just inbox me or something like that so I can get you the information as well. On the how to fix your own credit, on the how to start your own business and smell good business for under $100, and then also how the Black Billionaires Club. If you just want to get the book, obviously you're going to get with it the class How to Bitcoin. So thank you for everybody that's here tonight. Miss Rooks, Nellie Day, what's going on? What's up? Miss Lambert's in the Lamb Bandit, D1R, Cynthia Banks is in the building. If you're over here on the Facebook world, let us know who you are. You're in the building. Ready to rock and roll, Sean. Chandra, what's up, Miss McLam? I got to connect you to somebody, Miss McLam. I had somebody that's asking about SEO. So we have another specialist that deals with SEO. Marv, transportation, I got to get with you on some transportation stuff as well. And I'm just a connector, people. I'm a connector of people. People that are doing things in our community. I want to connect you with other people that want to do things, and we can practice what everybody else preach, which is group together to build our community. Right. It's time for the show. It's time to start getting into the habit of saving money. This is from The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. DJ. Hey, DJ. Hit the music. All right, man. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, we're going to do this one. Yeah, we're going to do this one.
From the pages, change your world. Your world. You can change your heart. You can change your mind. You can change your life. You got secret one can change your world.
All right, my beautiful people, man, thanks so much for joining. So the New Black Wall Street Book Club, this is where if you put it in the book, you absolutely are. Well, I'm convinced that we're going to find it. So we are in The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. Put it in the book, and we are going to find it. We're going to be talking about the habit of saving tonight. As far as what is Bitcoin, you can. I got a class on that. So if you want to order the book, you'll get the class. You'll learn everything you need to know about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about saving tonight. We can talk offline to give you more information, but that's the reason why I put the class together, because the same questions are asked by. So my thing is, I put the class together, take class. Then if you got questions after you take the class, I'm more than happy to answer them. But we put them there. And just to let you know, with Bitcoin again, 1 year ago, Bitcoin was $700 per coin. We started telling people about Bitcoin about $1,200, about $1,800. I even did a show when it was about $2,000. And now it's at $6,000. So you just do the math. But as far as teaching you about it, I can do that. I'll put a class together to teach you about it. That's why I offer the class, and I'll answer questions after you take the class. Okay. So, but not being rude, but that's the reason why I put the class together, because everybody asks the very same questions. And so if you're willing to invest in yourself to learn about something that you don't know, the same way that you done paid thousands of dollars to go to college to learn about something that you don't know, and I'm going to offer you something for $25, well, hey, and we can talk. All right, so here's the deal, man. The walls of limitation, man. We went into this chapter and started talking about the limitations that are built through habit. We'll pick up there, and then we'll move into the slavery of debt. We'll get as far as we can. I truly believe that if you want to, if you really want to level up. If you want to level up, then you gotta take initiative and do things like this, where you're going to learn things and have conversations about things that you probably don't have conversations about. How many guys are having conversations at your kitchen table about money? How many of you guys are talking to your family or your spouse or your children about money? Where are your children going to learn about money, being that you didn't learn about it either? So we got to begin to learn so that we can then teach the next generation. We got to be the ones to take down and say, hey, regardless of what public school is doing and or not doing, we are going to learn about money. We are going to master this thing called money, and we're going to build and be able to provide an inheritance to the next generation or next generation. It's on us. See, we can't complain about what they're not teaching us when they got books available for us to read. We can't complain about what they're not teaching us when people put on seminars and we don't show up. See, it's the book that you don't read that won't help. It's the class that you don't take that won't help. It's the seminar that you don't go to that won't help. It's the webinar that you don't show up to that won't help. That's the thing. So we got to decide that we're going to begin to change our behavior, right? And we're going to put into our membrane some financial stuff so that we can learn about money. And I just decided for my life, I'm going to make reading a priority in my life. How many guys are saying you're going to make reading a priority, right? See, when I talked to when I did my study, and I studied the habits of wealthy and successful people, you know what they say? They say one of the number one habits that they have is reading. They never say a number one habit that I have is watching television. That's not what they say. That's not what wealthy people say. they read and they have conversations with other like-minded people, right? So that they can level up. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I didn't know when I decided that I was going to just put this out there and share with people some of my habits, as I'm not wealthy yet, but I'm building wealth. I didn't really realize that there were some other people that are actually interested in what we're doing, which is reading. So I just try to share interpretations of the things I read, and hopefully this is not really, hopefully you're entertained, but more so than that, hopefully you are empowered tonight to begin to think different so that you can be different. And at the end of the day, here is the thing I want you to understand. You got to empty your wallet to fill your mind, so that later you can empty your mind to fill your wallet. Say that again. You must empty your mind. Empty your wallet to fill your mind, so that later you can empty your mind to fill. There's more money in what you know than what you do. Say that again. There's more money in what you know than what you do. See, we understand as a people hard labor. We understand picking cotton. We don't understand manufacturing shirts. I'm saying it again. We understand hard labor. We know how to make money with our hands, but not too many of us are making money. And that's exactly what money is a concept and an idea. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the habit of saving money. So this is the section called The Walls of Limitation Built Through Habit. It says this: millions of people go through life in poverty and want because they have made destructive use of the law of habit. Not understanding either the law of habit or the law of attraction through which like attracts like, those who remain in poverty seldom realize that they are where they are as a result of their own acts. How many of us will fess up and finally take personal responsibility for whatever we are in our life right now? That we have something to do with why we may be broke or wherever we are in a position that we are. That there's the results of our own actions or our own ignorance or our own inactions as to why we are where we are financially. I don't know about you, but I played some stupid tax. I know I made some dumb decisions, but make better decisions. And I'm starting to see my bank account make a better turn to go to where I wanted to go. It says, fixing your mind the thought that your ability is limited to a given earning capacity, you will never earn more than that, because the law of habit will set up a definite limitation of the amount you can earn. Your subconscious mind will accept this limitation, and very soon you will feel yourself slipping until finally you become so hedged in by the fear of poverty that opportunity will no longer knock at your door. Your doom will be sealed and your fate fixed. How many guys have come across some people in life who can no longer see opportunity? That an opportunity continues to pass them by day in and day out. That they are now in the state of dejection. They're down in the state of depression. They're down in the state. How many guys who can't seem to get out of their own way? You guys got friends or something like that, some people that are in your circle that you connected to, maybe some people you had to let go out of your life because you realize that they would not take personal responsibility of what they've done in a relationship with people, in their relationships with money, and they blame everybody else but the man in the mirror. And see, this is where they get to where opportunity will no longer knock on their door. Opportunities to build wealth, opportunity to take advantage of some great things that are out there in the market. Their doom is sealed and their fate is fixed because their temperature is set on doom and gloom. So the formation of the habit of saving, does that mean that you shall limit your earning capacity? It means just the opposite. That you shall apply this law. Everybody put in comments law. You're going to apply this law, right? So that not only it conserves that which you earn in a systematic manner, but it also places you in a way of greater opportunity and gives the self-confidence, the imagination, the enthusiasm, the initiative, and the leadership actually to increase your earning capacity. Say that again. It's going to do a couple of things for you if you abide by the law. See, many of us are breaking the law when it comes to the habit of saving. We're breaking the law, and therefore the law isn't working for us. But if we abide by the law or apply the law to our lives, then we're going to be able to conserve some of what we earn. And we're going to do it in a systematic manner. But then it's also going to put us in a place where we can take a opportunity. Greater opportunity. See, you might right now be in a position where you can only take advantage of some small opportunities, right? Because you got small income or you got small overhead. But when you begin to practice the law of saving, you begin to take advantage of greater opportunities. See, when I started in entrepreneurship, I started with one opportunity, right? But I practiced the law of saving so that I could turn that opportunity over and over and over again. And now I have a connection to greater opportunity. See, it's the systematic approach of yourself faithful. Now more opportunities can come that you can see and that you can take advantage of. Let me ask you guys this. How many guys could use a little bit more vision? How many guys could use a little bit more self-confidence? How many guys can use a little bit more imagination? How many guys can use a little bit more enthusiasm to get you through your day? How many guys can use a little bit more initiative to take action on that comes through your spirit? These thoughts, these ideas. I know Marvis is here. We talked a couple weeks ago. He got a great idea, and he was able to take some initiative on that idea, right? So you got to start connecting with people, right? That's going to help you to develop these characteristics and maintain those characteristics, right? Need a little bit more leadership. Stating in another way, when you thoroughly understand the law of habit, you may ensure yourself success in a great game of money making by playing both ends of that game against the middle. You may ensure your success in a great game of making money. How many of you guys are actually in a position where money making is a game to you, right? It's no longer just trying to survive. You playing this game. You're like, man, you go out every day like they playing Madden. You playing money making. See, that's what I'm doing on my phone on a regular basis. When I'm trading in the market and when I'm finding all these opportunities to make money, I'm playing a game. The same way that they play Madden, the same way I used to play kickball. Now I'm in the game of money making. Everybody put in comments on money making. I'm in the game of money making, right? Because I understand I want to build some capital, right? And I want to have a storehouse, a harvest that's built over time that I can then pass the next generation a head start instead of a foot on their neck. It's gonna come down to us, people. Now you proceed in this manner first. Okay, first, through the law of definite chief aim, you set up in your mind the accurate, definite description of that which you want, including the amount of money you intend to earn. Now, this is the first step. You have to determine for yourself and your life that which you want. This is so important. A reason why many of us haven't got to the place where we have changed our habits, because we haven't looked out into the future long enough and decided for ourselves, for our life, what is it that we want? What is it that we want? See, have you decided for yourself that which you want? Decide that which you want. Let me give you a quick example. When you say for yourself, hey, I want to go to college and I want to get this degree and I want to do it debt free. Give yourself a goal. Everybody put in comments on goal. And now you got to figure out how you can accomplish that goal in the manner in which you want to accomplish it. And so then you start to get imagination kicks in. You say, man, I ain't taking no loan. I'm going to figure out how I can get through this road without having to borrow no money. You set yourself a goal, a definite chief aim to get this degree. You setting yourself the parameters as far as the money piece is concerned, exactly what you want to do with that. And now you start to get ideas. Everybody put in comments on ideas that come through your imagination because you have a definite chief aim for that which you want to accomplish. So right now in the comments below, I want you to think about what is it that you want to accomplish as it relates to some financial goal. Maybe some of you guys are saying, I want to start a business, saying I want to extend my business. Maybe some of you guys are saying, I want to get out of debt. You have to set a goal so that you can kick your imagination into gear and you can come up with some ideas on how you can accomplish your goal. Okay? That's the first step. Before we start talking about implementing the law of habit, we have first got to set some goals that are going to be achieved by us practicing the laws or applying the laws into our life. Hopefully that makes sense. Too many of us are walking around in life without a goal. Think about that. Aimlessly wandering around, not having any idea of that which we want to accomplish, not directing our life into any particular direction, and we're just saying same-ish every day. But when you set a goal for your life, you don't have the same-ish every day type of days, because now when you go to work, you're going to work on purpose. Everybody put in console on purpose. You're doing what you're doing on purpose because you recognize it's getting you closer to your goal instead of getting you closer to nowhere. Oh, don't shout me down because I'm preaching good. They might want to call me the finance preacher up in this place. See, when you set a goal, you're saying, hey, I'm going to work on purpose. I realize that I'm going to make this little bit of money, but now this money that comes into my hand, I'm going to use it towards my goal, whatever that is for you. I can't tell you what your goal is going to be, but I can tell you when you begin to put all this other stuff into motion. So once you set your goal and the money that you intend to earn, your subconscious mind takes over this picture which you have created, and it uses it as a blueprint, a chart, a map by which to mold your thoughts and actions into practical plans for attaining the object of your definite chief aim or purpose. Through the law of habit, you keep the object of your definite chief aim fixed in your mind in a manner described in lesson 1 until it becomes firmly and permanently implanted in there. How many of you guys have a goal? This is so important. How many of you guys have set a goal? What do you want? Have you let the universe know? Have you put it out there? This is what I want, and this is how much I intend to earn. You put some type of goal and some type of financial goal along with it. You got to do that. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there, and typically that road is nowhere. That's why that's the first step. So you want to take some time today if you don't know, if you have not already established for yourself one goal, any goal, so that you begin to kick your imagination into action to help you come up with ideas that will then be formulated into plans for you to accomplish your goal. See, there's absolutely nothing that you can't accomplish. Okay, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. But the problem is you haven't set for your life that which it is that you want to accomplish. Because you don't know what you want to accomplish. Every day seems like the same because we're aimlessly wandering around acting like we don't have control over our life or control over the direction of our life. What's going on, Andre? Thanks so much for joining, brother. So through the habit, so what do we got? So this practice, okay? This practice will destroy the poverty consciousness and set up in its place a prosperity consciousness. Everybody put in console prosperity. How many guys want to get to the place where you have developed, you've destroyed the poverty consciousness in your life, in your mind, in your spirit, and you have built and developed a prosperity consciousness? Remember, life. So when you have a prosperity consciousness, you attract to yourself prosperity things. You attract to yourself prosperous opportunities, right? But when you have a poverty consciousness, guess what you attract? Poverty, okay? You'll actually begin to demand prosperity. Woo, I like that word. You will actually begin to demand. See, I want you guys to say it right now in your spirit. Demand. I demand prosperity in my life. I absolutely got to have it. There's no way that I will go on without it coming into my life because I demand it. You see, when you have this thing called resolve, which means that you know where you're going, You may not necessarily know how long it's going to take for you to get there, but you know where you're going and you know that you're going to get there. You can get to the point where you say, I demand prosperity in my life. Why? Because you are on the road to prosperity. Okay? You'll begin to expect it. So we got demand. Everybody put in console demand. Expect. You begin to expect it. You begin to prepare yourself to receive it. Put in prepare. And you'll begin to use it wisely. Right? So we got demand, expect, prepare, and use. Say that again. Demand, expect, prepare, and use. Thus paving the way or setting the stage for the development of the habit of saving. See why that's so important, right? So number two, second, having in this manner increased your earning power, you'll make further use of the law of habit in your written statement of your definite chief aim for saving a definite portion of all the money that you earn. See, in order for us, you and I, to get to the point where when we're making more money, we're not spending more money, what we have to do is set up a proportion of everything that comes to our hand that we're going to pay ourselves first into our savings account. That way, you level up in proportion. Okay, so if it's 10%, 10% of 100 is $10. You would save $10. 10% of $1,000 is $100. You will save $100 ways, no matter how much money that you make. You'll always at least have that barometer or that parameter of the proportion of the money that comes into your hands that you're going to pay yourself first. Now, the concept of paying yourself first, what would it be like if you learn this, you practice this, and then you teach it to your children and you teach it to your grandchildren? The habit of paying yourself first so that you'll never be broke another day in your life. See, the concept of never being broke again another day in your life is not a prayer. I mean, it may start with a prayer. It may go into meditation, but it's more so, Lord, help me to change me. Help me to be a better me so that I can be a better steward over the resources that you give me. Don't just bless me with money. Bless me with the wisdom on how to handle the money that you bless me with. See, these are not the type of prayers that are happening in the church. These are not the type of prayers that are taking place that can help people to be better managers of the resources that come into their hands. See, when you start praying like that, you start having those Solomon prayers. You start having those wealthy people prayers. Lord, don't just bless me with a whole bunch of money so I can go blow it. Don't just help me to win the lottery. No. Also bless me with the wisdom on how to manage the money that comes into my hands. 70, 30, 20 has been, yes, sir. So you're saying that if you got that type, you want to level up to 20%, you want to level up to, I got Marvis over here saying, hey, maybe doing 7, 30, 20. So he's been saving 20% of his income, which has helped him to build some capital to be able to take advantage of opportunity. But you may not be there. You may be at 5% or 10%. Start somewhere and then begin to level that thing up as your income increases, as your revenue increases, okay? So therefore, as your earnings increase, your savings will too likewise increase in proportion. We just said that. By ever urging yourself on and demanding of yourself increased earning power, one on the one hand, and by systematically laying aside a definite amount of all your earnings, on the other hand, you will soon reach the point. Oh, I like this. I like when it starts talking about something like this. You'll soon reach the, everybody put in the comments below, soon. You will soon reach the point. I wonder what's going to say after this. At which you have removed all imaginary limitations from your own mind. And you will then be on the road towards financial independence. You will soon reach the point. So if you first set up a definite chief aim for your life, that which it is that you want to accomplish or do or be, right? And then number two, as you are on that road toward aim, you begin to practice, right? You begin to demand prosperity, begin to expect it, you begin to prepare yourself, and you begin to use the law of the habit of saving, right? You will soon be on the road to financial independence. Okay, all of us talking about financial freedom, right? But not many of us are talking about the pathway. Not many of us are talking about what it's going to take for us to do that. So we're just praying for it. Like it's just going to happen. Like it's not understanding that if you believe in this thing called God, that God is a God of order. So there are some steps. Order my steps is what we say, right? But we're not willing to follow the steps that he gives us. Oh, don't shout me down. Okay, see, I done read the book. Order my steps is what we say. Order my steps. But are you willing to follow the steps? Oh, I just hit somebody's theology right there. Order my steps. But are you willing to follow the steps? In other words, are you as an individual willing to be disciplined, willing to be corrected, willing to mend the error in your ways so you can fix this thing in your life called money? Are you a master of your money, or does your money a master over you? It's a good question. Something for you to consider and think about. Are you a master of your money, or is your money a master of you? Woo! Nothing could be more practical or more easily accomplished than this. Verse the operation of the law of habit by setting up in your mind the fear of poverty, and very soon this fear will reduce your earning capacity until you will be barely able to earn sufficient money to take care of your actual necessities. The publishers' newspapers could create a panic in a week's time by filling their columns in the news items concerning the actual business failures of the country, despite the fact that but few businesses compared to the total number in existence actually fail. What does that tell us, guys? We understand that fear is what is most relevant and powerful in the news, which is why I don't watch it. Fear is what drives people because they watch TV all day long, which is why I don't watch it. This is why I'm saying to you, this is why I made a commitment to myself that I'm going to make reading a priority of my life. See, I don't feel no fear reading this. I mean, it may not be all that drama whatever's going on TV, whatever's happening there, but I ain't getting no fear. I'm feeling a little inspired. I'm feeling a little empowered right now. I feel pretty dang on good in my mentality right now. I don't know about you guys, but let's keep on reading. The so-called crime waves are very largely the products of sensational journalism, exploited by the newspapers of the country. Through scare headlines, it's sufficient to start a regular wave of similar crimes in various localities. Following a repetition in the daily papers of the Hickman murder story, similar cases began to be reported from other parts of the country. We are the victims of our habits. We are the victims of our habits. No matter who we are or what may be our life calling, any idea that is deliberately fixed in the mind, or any idea that is permitted to set itself up in the mind, as a result of suggestion, environment, the influence of associates, etc., is sure to cause us to indulge in the acts which conform to the nature of the idea. Think about that for a second. We are the victims of our habits. Okay? No matter who we are or what may be our life calling. Think about, when I just said that, victims of our habits, so many things came to my mind. Right? I know people who are hooked on pornography because they've got the habit of watching it every day. And so they become victims of their habits. They watch porno all the time, and guess what? They are sexually aroused, and they got to do what they got to do sexually, right? They just got to have it because they continue to put pornography in front of their eyes, and they become a victim of their habits. I know people now because they got to go to the store every day and get a pack of $6 cigarettes. They're a victim of their habits. And we can't get away from it. But here's the cool thing. Why not be a victim of good habits? Everybody put in the comments below, I want to be a victim of good habits. Right? Good financial habits. If I'm going to be a victim of a habit, right? If it's going to impact my life, my family's life, my community's life, the next generation's life, well, I might well need to be a victim of some good habits. If I'm going to have some habits that's going to rule my life, why not make them good habits? I mean, really, let's keep it real. I mean, honestly, ask yourself, am I broke? Am I in the position that I am financially, even if you're not broke, whether you're in a good position or a bad position? Am I in this position because of my habits? In other words, of things that I've done over time, and now I can look back and see the accumulation. Everybody put a comment on accumulation. I can see the accumulation of my habits. I see them. I see where I'm at tonight, right now. And when I look back over my life over the past year, 2 years, 3 years, I can honestly say to myself and be honest with myself that I am where I am right now because of my habits, good or bad. Now, you may be in good positions in your life in areas, right? There may be some good habits that you've been implementing into your life spiritually. You're in a good place spiritually right now. There may be some places, some social habits that you've been implementing in your life. You're in a good place socially. But I'm talking about money tonight. I'm talking about your financial habits tonight. Have you been implementing, or have you at least begin to start implementing good financial habits in your life? And if you have, then you should results. If you have, you should be seeing that debt going away. If you have, you should be seeing right now your portfolio increasing. If you have, you should be seeing the results of the accumulation of your habits. Form the habit of thinking and talking of prosperity and abundance. And very soon, material evidence of these things will begin to manifest itself. An opportunity and new unexpected. Oh, I like that. Unexpected opportunity. Woo, I like that. Like attracts like. I got to read that again. Form the habit of thinking and talking of prosperity and abundance, which is what we're doing tonight, right? Forming a habit of having these conversations, of hearing this information, of diving in and doing some introspection, of doing it with like-minded people. See, there's plenty of people that could probably be here tonight that need to be here. But the people who are here are the people that God said, this is what you need to get tonight. And eventually there are going to be some other people who are going to recognize that, man, I need to start tuning in if I want to get my life, get my money life right? So the people who need to be here are here. And they're getting what they need to get. And that's just how the world works. So form the habit of thinking and talking of prosperity and abundance. And very soon, material evidence. I like that. How many of you guys want some material evidence in your life? I need some evidence of what I've been talking about. I need some evidence, right? Faith is the evidence of things unseen, right? I need some evidence. I've been talking about it long enough. And now it's starting to show up in my life tangibly. Woo! Let's say the power of life and death is in the tongue. Well, I'm going to be speaking life into my bank account. I'm going to be speaking life into my wallet. I'm going to be speaking life. It's prosperity and abundance. And eventually, you'll have material evidence of these things will begin to manifest itself in the nature of wider opportunity and unexpected opportunity. Can you imagine if every day in your life you began to see new, wider, and unexpected opportunity? New, wider, and unexpected opportunity. That doesn't mean that you're going to take advantage of opportunity. Matter of fact, I had an opportunity today. I was getting an email from a new ICO that I was thinking I had, came across a while ago. And they kept emailing me like, hey, we're about to go live. You want to get in? Hey, what? And I've just been so busy. And I was like, I'm just going to have to pass on that opportunity. Don't you want for your life to be in a position where you have to start passing on opportunities? Like, it's just too many opportunities that you just can't take advantage of them all. You're like, man, my life is going so good. I got so many opportunities that are coming across my way to make money, to build wealth, to live this prosperous life that I can't even take advantage of all of them. Matter of fact, I can't even pass them all of them on to some people. Don't you want to be in that type of position? Well, how many guys are talking prosperity and abundance on a regular basis? See, that kind of conversation isn't happening on the TV. That conversation has got to start happening between you and I. Right? We got to start speaking life into one another, talking about it. That's what we do. This is why I'm so glad everybody that's part of Club Miller put in the comments below hashtag Club Miller. That's why I'm so glad that we're able to connect with brothers and sisters who actually want to have a conversation of prosperity and abundance, because you can't find it everywhere. Most people want to talk about what's not going good in their life instead of talking about strategies on how they can make things happen in their life, how they can demand prosperity in their life. Woo! I'm getting hot up in here. Woo! All right. Like attracts like. Okay. If you're in business and have formed the habit of talking and thinking about business being bad, if you're a consumer, you talk about black businesses being bad, business will be bad, or black businesses will be bad, right? One pessimist, providing he is permitted to continue his destructive influence long enough, can destroy the work of half a dozen competent men. And he will do it by setting adrift in the minds of his associates the thought and failure. What does this say? This says that you must kick poverty out of your life. Unfortunately, there's some people you're going to have to let go as far as having an influence on your life until you become strong enough to deal with these type of spirits in your life. You got to get away from the people who are speaking poverty and destruction and doom and gloom. You got to start having more conversations with people who are hopeful, who are optimistic, who believe in a brighter day, who believe that we can fix this thing, who believe that we can do it. And start talking to the cynics and the people who have no belief, who have no faith. You can't just do it on Sunday, people. You just can't hang out with the people who believe on Sunday. That's not enough. That's not enough time of the week. You got to do it on a regular basis and hang out with people who believe that we can do this. Okay? Whew. Don't be the type of man or woman. Oh, don't be this type of man or woman. One of the most successful bankers in the state of Illinois has this sign hanging in his private office. It says this: we talk and think only of abundance here. If you have a tale of worry, of woe, please keep it, as we do not want it. No business firm wants the services of a pessimist. And those who understand the law of attraction and the law of habit will no more tolerate the pessimist. Don't even tolerate the pessimist than they would permit a burglar to roam around their place of business, for the reason that one such person, just one such person will destroy the usefulness of those around them. In tens of thousands of homes, the general topic of conversation is poverty and want. What are you guys talking about in your home? What's the conversation that's going on in your four walls? Tens of thousands of homes, the general topic of conversation is poverty and want. And when I think about the black community, what are we talking about? See, we have everything we need. We got it. We got everything we need. But we got to change our conversation first. What we talk about first. Because what we talk about, we think about. What we think about, we bring about. Right? What we talk about, power, life, and death is in the tongue, we think about. Goes down to our subconscious. What we think about, we bring about. This is why, what's your definite chief aim? Right? What is it that you want to accomplish? You're going to be talking about that thing day in and day out. So that you're thinking about that thing, you're dreaming about that thing, you bring about that thing. Soon, you'll get what you want. The thing poverty want, and this is just what they're getting. They think of poverty, they talk of poverty, they accept poverty as a lot of life. How many guys got some pictures of where you used to come from, where you moved away from, or whatever the case may be, and you're like, man, they just have accepted this life as if they can't change it. They've accepted this way of life as if they can't improve it. They've accepted hanging out on the corner. They've accepted drinking alcohol every day. They've accepted smoking weed from sun up to sundown. They've accepted this way of life. They've accepted poverty. They've accepted begging for other people to change them when they won't change themselves. The reason that because their ancestors were poor before them, they also must remain poor. Oh, I'm sorry. They reason. Okay, let me say that again. They think of poverty, they talk of poverty, they accept poverty as their lot in life. They reason that because their ancestors were poor before them, they also must be poor. It's almost as if poor is a hereditary or something. Well, you know, our whole family been poor our whole life. We just gonna pass poor down. What? We just gonna pass poor down? What? Come on, people. Yeah, you right. Who's passing poor down? Man, the poverty consciousness is formed as a result of the habit of thinking of and fearing poverty. Lo, the thing I have feared has come upon me. The thing I have feared has come upon me. What we just discussed, guys, as we go through the law of the habit of saving, is we just went through the walls of limit through habit. The walls of limitation built through habit. And hopefully you're taking some things away today that makes you think about some of the habits that you formed that have gotten you to the place that you are now. And ask yourself this. It's a serious question. And I hate to get serious on it, but it's a serious question. If you keep doing that which you have been doing, where will you be 5 years from now? Okay? You are where you are right now because of the habits that have brought you to this place right now. And if you continue with these habits, are they going to get you to where you say you want to be 5 or 10 years from now? Now, some of you guys are implementing some good habits. I'm not saying that you're not. What I'm asking you to do is to evaluate. Everybody put in comments below, evaluate. I'm asking you to evaluate your habits tonight and say to yourself, man, if I keep doing what I'm doing, where is this going to lead me? And if any of those habits that you evaluate as it relates of who you have become, as it relates to your character, are not going to carry you forward to the place that you say that you want to be. Because again, there's a difference between where you say that you want to be and where you know that you're going. Oh my goodness. Whoo, where did that come from? Let me say that again. Lord Jesus is talking through. There is a difference between where you say that you want to be versus where you know that you are going. And you know where your habits are going to lead you. You know where your eating habits are going to lead you. You know where your spending habits are going to lead you. You know the path that you are on. And ask yourself, is the path that I'm on right now tonight, Halloween night, 2017, is this path taking me where I want to go? I don't know who this for. Is the path that I'm on right now taking me where I want to go? That's your homework for tonight, man. That's something for you to think about. It's ERGJ, certified financial educator from and CEO of the ERGJ Enterprise. We're bringing investment education to the urban community. Right now at this time, man, I'm a big believer of the phrase from Warren Buffett, who said, "Price is what you pay, value is what you get." Price is what you pay, value is what you get. That is an investment philosophy. Right now, I want you to think about the price that you paid to be here tonight, to be a part of this live stream as we go through the habit of saving money. And I'm pretty sure you can think of plenty of people who probably should have been here tonight. But as you think about the price that you paid, it was pretty much, it was free, right? Free for you to be here, free for you to partake, free for you to get this manna from heaven, whatever you want to call it. Here's what I want you to tell me in the comments below. What value did you receive tonight? That's the feedback. See, I'm not asking you to send me any money right now. I'm asking you to share with me your words of the value that you received tonight. Because here's the deal, guys. If you didn't receive any value tonight, then there really isn't any point in me doing this again. There's really is no point in us coming together in the future to do what we did tonight. But if you receive value, if some value, well, then we know that we're on the right track of making a difference in our lives. The book that I'm reading from, again, big, thick book, is called The Law of Success. The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. And we are in lesson number, they have lessons. We are in lesson number 3. Looks like I just wrote. We're in lesson number 3 called The Habit of Saving. And we got a few more sections to go through. We'll go through the slavery of debt next time. But again, in the comments below, let us know the value that you received. And I know I type a little faster. I talk a little faster than you type. So while you guys are doing that, I'll share with you guys a few more opportunities that we've discussed. Again, you can get the book that I've written. It's called The Black Billionaires Club. Some of you guys already have it. If you don't have it, order the book. You can get it at theblackbillionairesclub.com. When you order the book, we're going to give you a free class, How to Bitcoin, and show you how you can get to the cryptocurrency world, how to sell Bitcoin, transfer Bitcoin, and cash out of Bitcoin, so that you know what to do when you get started doing it, if you decide to do it. Number 2, we got a class coming up on Tuesday, how to get into the smell good business for under $100. So if you're saying, hey, you want to add another business to your hustle, you want to learn about branding, or you want to get started with your first business, you can do it for $100. I'm going to show you how to do that on Tuesday. And then also next Thursday, we're going to have another class, part of the Black Wealth Builders webinar, where we are going to talk about fixing your own credit. We're going to give you tips on how to fix your own credit, right? Stop spending it. If you learn how to do it yourself, you save some money, okay? That's just the bottom line. We're going to show you how to do that. Because at the end of the day, guys, there's too many people who claim to be credit professionals, and but we're going to take you on a journey of once you fix your credit, we're going to show you some things that you can do, show you some wonderful things that you can do with other people's money. We want to help you to do that first, and so that's going to be next Thursday. So the one on Tuesday, that's $5 for you to join. For $5, I'm going to show you how to profit. Everybody put it down for profit. For $5. I'm going to show you how to profit. If you're not willing to spend $5 on yourself, I'm not willing to invest in you because you're not investing in yourself. And then on Thursday, it's going to be $10 for you to teach you how to fix your very own credit. 2 things that's available for you as well. Now, I know my Instagram people, I don't have the links and stuff up. What I'll do, how can I do this? If you send me, if you inbox me and you want to take advantage of any of those and you're on my Instagram, just inbox me, and then I'll be able to send you the links to those. You can find them on Eventbrite under ERGJ Enterprises, but I'll make sure I send them to you directly if you just DM me or whatever that's called on Instagram. Anyway, so we got a couple comments saying, hey, we should read more than watch TV. Somebody said, always receive prices value from your brother. Continued education from Professor E. The best way to fix your credit. Profit, the importance of creating good habits is what someone else learned. Profit, complacent in there. That's what I'm talking about, man. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. I want to remind you of this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build Black wealth together. Hey, we all we got. And guess what, people? We all we need. Hey, you guys have a good night. DJ, hit the music.